Really well, Kyle.
Should we do right like 6.0, 5.
Kyle's got like a buzzer. He's ready to go.
Right, let's start. If you do want to join in, at me on Twitter, it's at Paul Junner. Use the hashtag #AshHereZell1. And also then that Reddit thing, there's a Reddit post which is titled Ask the Panel at ESL on Katowice. So make sure you drop your questions in there and I'll keep refreshing that and we'll keep having a look and see how many we can get through. Right, we're going to start on Twitter. The first one is from Chintan Garda, who says, what do you guys think about the Indian esports scene?
I hope it's better than the Indian Counter-Strike scene.
Yes, there was a little bit of a debacle over in our cousin's backyard.
Indeed.
See, I was going to say, what Indian Dota scene, but yours is better.
Rude.
Hey,
yours is better.
We're all meant to be going there at some point,
Yes,
right?
yes, so be careful, is all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't mind.
Let's not shit where you work, right?
Look.
I'm looking forward to it personally.
Me
Right?
too,
We're going
I
to
think it'll be
Mumbai. I'm really looking forward to going back to India. I haven't been there for an esports. I've been there before many years ago on travels, but I've never been there for esports. So I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I want to see what it's all about down there.
Yeah.
The reason I respond like that is like I've been asked that question like I would say minimum 5 different times.
Really?
Yeah.
What
They're
sort of
like,
period?
what do you think about like our amateur scene that I've got going on? And I'm just totally honest with them. I'm just like I've never seen a game of my life, and it just doesn't show up. Like I even did the. Remember that MSI Beat It where they had the.
Yeah, they had all the different regions. It's like, hey, we're going to do the Indian qualifier, and we're just sitting there covering these regions where it's like, do we remember, and do we know any of these players, any of these teams?
Yeah.
Let me do some research as a professional casters we are. And it's like, wait, no, there's nothing.
there.
There's nothing. Like there's no local information. There's nothing at all.
Did you need the Liquipedia Indian local version?
Yeah. They need to obviously franchise regionalize Liquipedia.
Yes. Copyright Toby won.
Yeah. That way you can at least roll this out. And there's always information for all the teams which have never played a competitive game ever in their life.
You can also tell he's a play-by-play caster because he comes on panel and it's just like it's a bigger mouthful than the Haas average length, which is about 54 seconds.
I think you just dropped it.
Did you?
What?
Is that continuity, by the way?
No, I think you just dropped a few
that's continuity. Kyle's good at this.
Is he? Oh.
Yes, that 54 seconds was the exact same comment that he made about the rant that Alan did the last time.
Well, that's good then. So we can chop that bit out and place it alongside anyone
That's really
else.
great. But obviously, you've got to watch. Can you not count seconds? That was maybe 25.
Anyway,
It felt
I do
a lot
know
longer.
I do know they're very passionate about Dota, and I'm very much looking forward to it because of the fact that I've gotten like people asking me about Indian Dota.
Yes.
I know
Me
that
too.
there's a lot of big fans there. As far as the actual competitive scene, pretty much I've seen.
Who knows?
It's like
4 years ago I saw one series or something.
at least like there's fans there. The thing that I can't.
But there's always got to be one gem as well, surely.
For sure,
There's going to be one player playing somewhere in a LAN cafe in India who is just unbelievably good and we haven't found him yet.
Yeah, I'm just
Or
glad it's
her,
not
for that matter.
collegiate esports because that's something that's a big push right now in America. But the teams are all terrible. No offense, sorry guys. Stay in school. Those are rough.
You're losing points by the moment.
Points with who?
Just
Is this like
college
whose lines?
teams.
Like you're just making them
I'm
up?
just making up. It's arbitrary points.
It's just your dad judging you.
It's just arbitrary points.
Sorry, your grandfather.
This next question is a tricky one for 2 of you on the panel. Is keeping it Kyle the talent we need but don't deserve, or the talent that we deserve but don't need?
Who is that easy for?
Well, obviously I can't answer. It's about me. So.
No, Kyle, please.
Yeah.
I would love to hear your.
Yeah, I would love to hear your
actually.
answer. What do you think of yourself, Kyle?
Welcome to Defend Yourself.
Are you the hero that we deserve but we really don't need? Wait, was that the right way around?
Or the opposite, which is
I'm whatever Dota needs
which we
me to
need
be.
but we don't deserve.
You're whatever Dota needs you to be.
Correct.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta be the hero.
Yeah.
Sometimes
The anti-hero.
gotta be Batman.
I think Kyle's Two-Face.
Oh come on. That's
Okay.
a low blow.
Hang on, which version of Two-Face?
Well, I mean,
like,
you're saying
we
sometimes
talking like,
I need to be the villain and stuff. Like sometimes you're Harvey Dent,
but
sometimes
that-
you're Two-Face.
But that, like, he was just a villain, though. The idea is, like, he was a good guy that became the villain.
Yeah, sure, but
Right.
he was
It's not
also a protagonist in his own
But that's
way,
a
right?
bit like
He
your
also did
complexity
good
career,
things.
though.
No, because Batman was, like, always the good guy, but his community saw him as the villain because they didn't understand the full picture, which is similar to our community. They're all, like, 3K
Kyle, you
Dota
said he
players.
was just misunderstood talent? Is that what it is?
I think you may have missed the Tommy Lee Jones version of Two-Face, which was definitely a villain.
Yeah, that's what I said.
There was no good side. There was no positive side.
Exactly.
Whilst we're on the subject of heroes, then, which hero do you think is best in this patch, and where do you think the new hero Mars will fit in?
Who knows? What the hell? Hey, Cap,
We don't know anything about
you
Mars.
have absolutely no information that I don't have. Can you please elaborate?
Sure, Kyle.
Hey, we know there's a. Hey, if you're following Slax's guide, there's
no.
a mysterious mountain. He's potentially from Greek, but he's not from Greek because the shield doesn't match up.
Listen, I've prepped my whole career for this kind of answer, all right? So I think that Mars is actually going to fit into sort of an offlane meta. You can tell from the whole shield spear mechanic that's going to be going on that it's going to be some sort of defensive narrative, and it's going to be a lot of team fight potential. And I think it's actually going to be a very good hero for this meta. We're seeing a lot of Crimson Guard and such. Like, I think that whole Phelan structure is actually going to fit very well against the current, like, run-at-you kind of style. I mean, think about what a spear wall prevents. You know, it prevents that exact kind of aggression that we're seeing out of teams like OG and Gambit.
And Mars is obviously the Greek or Roman god of war, Ares, right? So we'll probably have like a red color scheme, sort of like a Legionnaire, but more old school, like BC version. I would expect his ultimate will have something like a Phalanx. You know, if you watch 300, that similar maneuver, you'll actually be able to bring your allied heroes in together to form that shield wall and block down choke points, which will be really interesting in this current meta.
I hope his ultimate is a couple of chariots with horses on that rides through, similar to the Conquer boat.
What is this? This is Ben-Hur now. We have Ben-Hur. Well, it'd be cool if he actually makes the walls on the side and then makes the narrow pass. So you actually start to change the environment.
Hey, he could divide the Red Sea.
Wasn't there the Han hero that had that?
Moses?
There was a gladiator Han hero, right?
Yeah, that was Kunkka.
Yeah, that was Kunkka.
That was Kunkka, right?
He
He had
a
the chariots for his boat.
Yeah.
I knew there was like, he just sparked something in me, like Kunkka. And I'm like,
real quick,
I've been
best
rumbled.
concept. There was this thing about Han heroes that should come to Dota, okay?
Yes,
it was
I saw
changed.
that.
But the funniest...
Do we get to talk about techies now or the
No,
the changes
shut up.
to Han?
Stop.
up, Toby,
That we can get
about
to if we
techies.
really need to fill.
Okay,
Because those were good changes.
hold on.
Wait,
That's minus 10 for Toby.
thank you. We told you not to talk about
Yeah,
it.
no Bloodstone Techies chat, thank you.
Hey, you can't give me negative points when you started that conversation.
Bro,
I
do you
fell
remember-
into a trap you sold.
Do you remember Old Kraken?
Yes.
So how it would work is he had like a charge that was like 1,000 units, but he would put a whirlpool down in spot A, and 6 seconds later, everything in like a 500 radius around him was sucked back with him to that position and slowed. Right.
That was
so
cool.
you
Okay.
would
I'm
put it
just
in your
gonna
put it in your
Kyle
base,
2 points.
charge out, blink forwards, force staff. All right.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
It was sick.
Yeah.
It was
It was
like
actually the most-
think of like an
so
offensive version of Underlord's ultimate. Instead of bringing all your allies
God.
into one spot,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
basically
exactly,
would dive
exactly.
in and break the enemy.
Cap, please, you're going to lose points just by offending me with what you're explaining. That sounds horrible.
It was Portal. It was Portal.
Okay. Who do you believe are the most underrated or underappreciated players in each roles in Pro Dota 2? So I don't think we've got time to do every single role, but just pick one player or a coach or anyone.
Can we just
in the
say,
scene.
instead of underrated, because I don't know how to like say that, but how about player on a team that should be on a better team?
Sure.
That
Go
work?
for it. Yeah.
Z-Freak?
Set himself up for that own answer, didn't
I'm going to give him 2 points just for having the cheek of
And-
adding his brother.
But it's true.
All right.
I would also put myself in that list if I could.
Okay, he's just lost 2 points. Minus
Yeah,
2.
aren't you dissing the whole talent pool now?
Well, these
Should be
three,
on a better team.
Right. Like, if you could have gone the other way and said, like, who's the albatross of a team? Like, who's dragging that team down? Then we have some more interesting answers.
I would love to
Could
hear
get you
some
down in a
Kyle
lot of
answers
trouble
on that one
scale.
too.
This could get very salty.
I don't want to get. Oh God, but they're all. The problem is, I'm friends with a lot of these players, and they could be
Stop being a
watching.
pussy, Kyle.
They find the ones you're not friends with.
All right. Let me look at the teams in this tournament. Can we just start? Can we keep it, focused on teams here?
If you want.
Okay.
Okay, how about Mineski?
Can I pass?
You can, if you want to lose 10
I
points.
mean,
The-
if you're
the
gonna pass
other
on
player's ruined,
Mineski,
right?
Well, all right. I think he played better. Well, better at this tournament, but that Ajit Mipo was.
Okay.
really good
All right.
is what Kyle's saying, and he deserves.
I don't
want
want to flame.
All right.
No.
You're
Got
doing
a-
deserves a better team, right?
Got any others, Toby? Anyone? Anyone stand out for you?
No.
No,
Cap?
no.
Cap, do you want to upset any of the players anywhere?
Well, Kyle here has a certain player highlighted.
That's definitely +2 for Cap. I like that one.
It fits into the whole theory of Mars, right? That is part of the problem.
Okay, I've got a slightly more generic question. This one is, if you could rename esports, what would it be?
Capital S.
Digital sports.
Okay, Toby loses another 10 points.
Yes.
He's talked about techies and a capital S in esports now. I can't think of any
I
other
didn't have
way
to
you could
rename it.
lose
I just have to respell it.
I would just call it keyboard warfare.
Keyboard warfare.
Not really. E-gaming.
Oh, and that would make us all keyboard warriors too.
Not e-gaming.
Kyle's losing 10 points as well now.
How about eventually it'll just be sports?
But that's the theory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we get into that whole, has it got physicality? But if you read the definition of sports, what does it say?
I don't
A
care.
game.
True.
Competition.
I'm
That's what it is.
sorry the Germans are rewriting it right now. We'll have to get back to you on definitions of sports.
Okay. All right. I didn't realise that.
There was that thing.
Yeah,
Kat, what would you
heard
call
of that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't called esports, what would you call it?
Digital sports.
Digital sports.
Digital virtual.
That was,
it's kind of that,
that
isn't
was
it?
an ad, right?
We used to use competitive gaming. That's what it was called. Or
Yeah.
pro
I like
gaming.
that too.
Yeah, which is kind of like, that's what it is, right?
Yeah. No, here's a better question. What should an esports athlete call themselves?
Definitely not e-athlete. Don't fucking go there, Toby. Otherwise, you lose another 100 points.
100. Oh, this escalated quickly.
Because
E-athlete with a capital A.
With a capital A.
I find myself in conversations with people, like strangers that don't know what esports
Yes.
is, right? And I didn't know how to answer that question. Like, hey, so you get, hey, so what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, I play a video game.
Pro gamer.
And it goes down the same phrase. It's like, oh, really? Like, which ones? Well, it's really just one. Oh, cool. So, like, what is it like? And I'm like, well, Dota. Fuck.
But you're a Dota player then.
Yeah, Dota's not an easy game to
How do you
describe.
explain it?
I'm a tennis player. I'm not a sports player, am I? I'm a tennis player or a footballer.
I just say it's a 5-on-5 strategy game. That's like the closest I get.
Yeah.
I love hearing people's answers about this. I always ask other talent about this. Like, when somebody asks, "What do you say about your job?" And I have a process.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to lie. I'll admit that. I used to, like if you know when you sat next to someone on a plane and they're, hey, how are you? Oh, what job do you? Those, I'm just like, oh yeah, I work in insurance.
See, mine's easy.
Nobody's
And then
gonna
it's
ask
just like,
more
oh,
questions.
and then they would go back to their paper. It was fine. But if I ever said, I had one conversation on a trip to Singapore, and I said to the lady, oh, I commentate on video games. She went,
Yeah.
Sure,
I was like, well, right, from now on.
With the air.
But
what, you're on British
exactly.
Airways? Oh, Dad,
It was kind of.
See,
But today, I think it's actually quite cool. I think the majority of people I tell, you know, I present or host on video games.
It's like,
they're like,
oh yeah,
wow, it's amazing.
You cast video games. Oh yeah, Fortnite, right?
See,
I know,
for me,
I know
So you
computer
can do
games.
the
I totally relate.
I've heard of Ninja. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, let's everybody do the dance in Times Square because that goes really well.
what are you doing?
Toby gets 5
I
points for
appreciate
that,
that,
by the way.
Toby.
I like that.
Yeah,
I didn't know you
Very
could do
good.
a seal
Did
impression
you see
that
him
well.
go back on his stream afterwards? And I felt really sorry for him.
felt
because
bad for him.
Yeah, I felt so sorry for him because I'm just like, hey, you know what? He's really successful. He's going out there. He's getting people interested in gaming who are like the stigma. I'm fighting against it. It's like, come on, everybody, let's get together. And it's like
Hey, to be
crap
fair-
cold, raining. Everyone's got ponchos on, and the only person they could find dancing just looked really, really
Bored.
If you
Odd.
paid me $1 million to do a cringy dance on television,
I'd
I
do
would
it.
do it.
Yeah,
I would do
me
it
too.
for. I would do it for $1,000.
I'm happy.
And
do it for
If
free.
anyone has
for
the
$100.
money they'd like to send,
No.
we'd love to see Kyle dancing badly.
$500.
yeah, I don't care.
$500?
All right,
No,
$250.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Okay.
Four figures,
Okay.
right? Also, it's-
Easy.
Explaining
All
what
I'm
I
saying
do is easy because I'm in
negotiation.
America all the time, right? I say, hey, you know Tony Romo?
Yeah.
Imagine him,
Yeah.
but more attractive and a nerd.
Who?
No, doesn't
He's
work.
such a-
Do I get points?
I'm going to give you
You're
5
supposed
points
to be
for that.
bringing.
I'm
You're
actually
supposed to be
genuinely going to
bringing
give you
people
5 points
into
for that.
esports.
Not pushing them away. No, because God forbid I get some real competition. Okay.
Okay.
Out of the job.
Yes, but more handsome.
Let me
Don't
tell
you agree?
You know what doesn't look good? Know what looks worse than I'm an esports broadcaster on a resume? I was an esports athlete for 7 years. I learned a lot of valuable life skills, like how to teach people to do laundry and wash dishes.
How to make unreasonable demands like I want a toilet 10 meters away from my main stage.
That was definitely not me.
That was definitely not you. that was somebody else, but I think that's one of the craziest demands I think I've heard.
No. The craziest demand I've ever heard was, I'd like a kitten for some cuddle time in my hotel room.
They got that too.
They did deliver that. No names mentioned. Pretty sure you can figure out who it was.
Yep.
I mean, maybe it was like the whole the M&M's thing, you know? Like maybe
it still
was
sounds
just,
absurd, even though I just said it.
Yeah.
A wild demand out there that you're kind of testing the waters to see how
much
the tournament pays attention and cares for you.
You always got to ask for more than you think you're worth.
Yeah.
if you say like, hey,
I'd like an alligator in my backyard to look at.
Anyone who accepts your first offer would have given you more. So if you ask for a cat and they just give it to you, you should ask for something different.
A lion.
Sure. A zebra.
Also, don't trust Kyle on this. That's not always true.
No, definitely not.
Sometimes you're just right on the money with your offer, but
all right.
They never settle, guys.
If you ask for too much, then you're gonna look like a dick, and no one wants to work with a dick.
I always tell people I'm a broadcaster and a presenter up on stage.
Yeah, and then when if they delve deeper, then I go, I specialize in video games.
Okay, yeah, and then I say like, oh, you know those guys who watch, you know, ESPN, you're watching ESPN, you're watching the basketball game, you're watching football, because I'm talking to a lot of Europeans. I'm like, I'm the guy who goes, go! And they're like, wow, that's really cool. And then I say, but I do that for video games. And they're like, that's less cool.
Yeah.
But they still think it's cool. It's just like not as cool as regular sports.
I generally think, I don't know how you feel about it, I generally think that being a nerd, for me, 30 years ago, was kind of tough. Being a nerd 10, 15 years ago, still a bit iffy, right? But
God
being a nerd
bless
today,
Big Bang Theory.
being a nerd today seems to be pretty cool.
Dude, my brother it's actually unfair because he's in high school, right? He's a junior. And it's cool to just be a nerd. That people get together and just play video games, right? So like after the real sports practice, so it goes Super Smash and pizza for like 4 hours. Not to mention, yeah, I don't want to get into it. It's ridiculous. Meanwhile, my high school experience, I am very bitter. I was like, why don't you go outside?
Maybe you should have tried just being cooler in high school.
I tried and failed miserably.
All right.
Me too, dude. Me too. Don't worry.
New question for you. This one comes from Sleep Enthusiast. Great name, by the way. Each panel member gets a chance to nerf one hero in the next patch for Ice Frog. Which one is it? And what's the nerf?
Do I just want to say Storm Spirit?
No.
Monkey King.
Jesus, he's only got
Monkey
one
King.
buff.
Take away the mischief thing.
Take away
I
the
feel
what?
like the mischief thing, I think, is one of the most absurd. Yeah, Monkey King. Like, sure, there's probably more OP heroes, but that concept irritates me a lot.
I think it should be usable only when you have Jingu stacks, and it should be your active Jingu ability.
That's quite smart, yeah. I thought there was a level 15 talent that tilts cap that might have
Oh god, that one tilts me too. It would just Mystic Snake is such a low cooldown, and you just bye your mana. Oh, it's maximum mana too. It's not percentage of current mana. It's maximum mana. Oh, cool.
What's a hero that's like never gone away?
I would change Shaman Shackles. I think that duration, like permanent lockdown, is just too damn OP.
That's
I don't like that.
No, but there's a downside to it.
What's your downside?
It's a well-crafted.
Yeah, but
it's channeling.
I'm speaking for the 4K people out there.
Okay.
Where there is no teamwork, and there's a shaman who just jumps in and just holds me there. I'm like, hey team, come and help me, and the team's just like, nope. We're safe in our base. You're dead. That's it. That's 4K. Piece of crap.
As voice lines, so this is me talking. This is Henrik Wahlberg, I think his name is. As voice lines won't be removed from General Dota because of money.
Yeah.
What?
How does the panel feel about them in pro games?
I think it's fine.
It's okay, by the way, if you can hear some shouting in the background. No one's getting killed. It's just CSGO is very excited right now.
We did that to them the other day when we got on their stream, so it's all fair.
All is fair in love and war. Yeah, so how do you feel about the voice lines in pro games?
Oh, I think they're great.
Would you prefer them to be taken away, or do you think they're part
here's the thing, is Dota players are really terrible, most of them, at being able to show their personality, right? Yep. All the viewers want to know is get to know the players that they idolize, right?
Yep.
And it's just so hard because naturally Dota players are pretty introverted. On top of that, there's not really incentive to share a whole lot when it comes to interviews, when it comes to strategy and like that. You want to keep everything as close to the chest as possible. And so you just don't get to know the people. And so when you have something that allows you to express a little bit, I mean, go all the way back to the Frankfurt Major?
Yep.
You had Kotaro Hayama, right? Dropping items and stuff. Oh, I love that. Like, we got to see some personality in-game about the players. That's so cool.
The thing that is annoying, though, is it's like the community, it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? They're going to complain either way. So, God forbid players start all chatting. It's like, well, this is disrespectful. VP's playing Apex Legends. This is disrespectful to their opponents. You know what's disrespectful is how bad their opponents are. That they can just AFK during the draft and still win in 25 minutes, okay? You know what? If you're going to show up and you're not a challenge, don't be surprised when you're not taken seriously. Like, come on. It's competitive. They're playing for money. You want to win, beat them.
I like that. Kyle get some more points as well. Toby?
But if, you know, it's all respectful and serious, it's just like, oh, this is so boring. Dota's a dull esport. Let's just stop. Like, the whole point is it's entertaining, all right? You know what we need, actually? WWE-style promos.
Whoa, hold
100%.
on. You've just lost a couple of points
What?
now.
Are you kidding me?
Toby?
Oh, no. I don't want him to lose points on that one. I thought it was one of the greatest things when you're at the Manila Major and you had this awesome... Well, we had freaking Hodor, like, opening this crap up, and then they came down this great runway. Like, it was... it felt like you actually had superstars coming on as opposed to just like, hey, where are these guys coming from? I don't know. They just popped out of the ground, like, and then all of a sudden they're on the stage or they're in their booths. Like, make a show, put a brand out there, bring in The Rock and teach people how to actually enter a bloody stage.
Seriously.
I like it.
I want
it.
I want someone. I mean, wait. Can you be shirtless on Twitch? Is that banned?
I think that's
pretty much banned.
Yeah, it's banned.
But hey, that's
Pretty
just.
sure they reversed that. You could be shirtless on Twitch now. I think.
I don't think
Be
so.
careful.
I don't know. Let's try. Hold on. I got it, guys.
I need you for the final. Please don't do that. We are about halfway through our fun show. We hope you're enjoying it. Do send your questions in. And I can give you a recap of the points right now. Cap has 7. Kyle has, hold on, because I have to minus a lot and plus a lot. He has something. And Toby has
Negative
minus 13.
13 only.
The score's minus 13.
Suck
The score's at half time. We still have another half to come. But for the break, we've got a special thing for you. Now, how would you build your perfect Dota player?
I think it'd be nice if I combine myself. Yeah, you get twice of me. That'd be funny.
Okay, I think I got it. Well, you got it. I mean, wait. Let me just think it through.
I would take GH, and then GH, and then I would create a perfect GH.
Would be me and Pi.
Thank you. I was thinking more like Donald Trump and Psy or something. The ultimate confidence with extreme Dota skill. But yeah, me and KP, pretty good player.
Yeah.
I'll create the ultimate SF player. I combine Dota 1 Loda with Arteezy and Yamate. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. Yafet, sorry. These 3. And I will have...
I would take How and Faith Beyond. That would be some mega aggro killer machine like that could just end the game in 15 minutes.
So I'm gonna go outside the box a little bit here, okay? So LeBron is a team captain. You know, he's an all-star. He's the best player in the league. I think you combine LeBron and you put him with Sumail, and you have like this.
Sumail Jordan.
Yeah, no, but you know, he's like the mid player, right? So you combine LeBron with Sumail, you have a team captain, mid player. I think that would make a good player.
I think it's got to be like a captain and then like a mid player, right? So you have like this insanely skilled captain. So maybe like, we're talking the perfect Dota player. All right, so me and Ace.
Me.
I'm so
You saw that
surprised.
a mile away.
I'm shocked by that final.
There's no.
Yeah, the hilarious bit
Shocked,
would be,
I tell thee.
I think combining Sumail with LeBron is the only way his ego could possibly get bigger.
Well, you definitely have a bigger social media following.
True.
I like how it was Dota 1 loader.
Yeah,
Yes.
not Dota 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't Dota 2.
I'm not taking it from Dota 2.
It's like, actually, I want Hon loader, right? I want Hon loader. I don't even want him when he was Dota.
How and Faith be it?
I like
Would
that.
say good answer.
That's a TI winner's answer right there.
Yeah. Top level answer. Who would you combine, Carl? Would you combine like 2 players, 3 players to make the perfect player?
What about cloning?
Well, you can't clone yourself, so that's out. See, for me, I would go for something like the brain of Puppy, the mid romance of a Sumail, and the fun, lovely guy of Dendi. For me, that would be but those 3 merged into one person would be amazing as a Dota player.
I think they're the players on the right track when 2 of them answered like basically a captain and a mid player, right?
So you'd go for
I would take the
PPD
body of Puppy.
Alex.
Yes.
And the ability to infuse fear into your teammates to do whatever
Take
you
Puppy's
say.
height.
Right? Yeah, you take the body of Puppy and the presence of Puppy.
Okay.
And then the personality of GH.
Right.
With the skill of Miracle or mid one.
Okay. I'm surprised we didn't get more. I mean, GH, I'd merged them to make one GH, which is a bit like...
GH is close to the perfect
lost minus
attitude.
points on this show, I tell you.
Yeah.
That would have done. Let's get some more questions. We've not taken any questions from Reddit so far, so I'm going to dip into that. The not serious question from Sticker704 says, why aren't the total cowards on all of these teams not picking Core Oracle?
Oh, the mid Oracle?
Gee whiz, I wonder why no one professional's using the strategy from your games.
That was...
gets one for sarcasm.
That was experimented with in pubs, mid Oracle.
I mean, it's...
So was mid Lion, so was a
It was,
a
he
shaman.
did, to be fair, he did say not serious question. His serious question is, when two tournaments are happening at once, and I think this is a great question, do you think the meta of one affects the other, and if so, in what way?
Yeah, definitely. It's just more information, more games. Because scrims are treated as kind of maybes. You test stuff out. You don't really look into them too much. Your own ideas, perhaps, you test, but other people's, you're never sure. Like real matches when people are trying to win, you can see the logic and try and pick it together. Like, I think Viper specifically, that's definitely something that was developed by both events being played at the same time. Same with Fury and same with Earth Spirit, and of course Chen being ultimate first pick or ban. Yet somehow, of course, EG versus Liquid Game 1 finals, Kuro gets last pick Chen. Bulb with mastermind. That's all I have to say.
Cap? Are you okay with two going on at the same time? I mean, we didn't get many last year because of the DPC and the way it was structured. This year, we are going to get a few that happen.
Am I okay with two happening at the same time? Not really, because it usually means that I miss out on a lot of games.
Yeah.
But there is the enjoyable part of when you're getting up and you're getting ready for your day, I get to watch.
I mean, it's been quite nice for us here because we've been watching the MDL stuff in the morning before we start, and it usually, other than the grand final day, it's finished, and we're like, oh, that's good. It's giving us some more information for the show. We've watched some games. It's been fun, and then you can roll in here and watch a whole load of more.
Yeah, it'd just be terrible. Like if you come up next week, it's like, well, what's happening next week?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. It's like there's a little coordination for this to happen. Maybe a calendar being, I don't know, spread out by some body that is actually able to like manage our esports scene.
Toby One Esports Association.
So wait, who would be that body?
The Toby One Esports Association. They can handle that.
That body would be someone who actually is able to have all the tournament organizers together. You're trying to make me say it, aren't
There is.
you?
Do you know
Who could possibly get all the tournament organizers together in one spot?
I know.
Who can hold that kind of power?
Maybe
Toby?
the guys who have the rights to the game is one way to go. Yeah.
Yo, he said it. I'm just saying he said it, not me. I just asked him the question.
Yeah, I've given him the points.
He said it. It wasn't
I've
me.
given him the points.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Valve are very open to criticism and feedback.
Next question.
He said the word.
Yeah.
He said Voldemort.
Kyle also said it. I didn't say. I didn't say shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, but didn't you say you didn't care about going to TI this year anyway?
Yeah. If Kyle and I aren't working main event, you know what's wrong.
No, that was Grant.
Oh, it was Grant. Okay.
That was Bulldog.
All right.
That was definitely Bulldog.
Anyway,
oh, yeah, Bulldog.
Do you think that Secret will start to decline towards TI like they have done in previous years?
Wait. No,
what do you got,
I was
Kyle?
gonna say, if Cuckoo didn't get help getting into China, Bulldog's not getting help getting into America. That's all I'm saying.
All right, that wasn't as good as I was expecting.
No, it wasn't. I'm going to give him one for a try. It was a good effort.
One for effort?
I appreciate it.
One for effort.
I appreciate it.
Do you think that Secret will start to decline towards TI like they have done almost every year?
No, they're really good.
Why is it different this year?
Because their players are actually good.
Oh, I can't believe you just said that one.
+3 for Source.
Oh, sorry. Actually the best, I guess.
Okay.
They aren't using gimmicks to become the best. They're actually the best. That's the difference. The big secret, the secret big win from last season, the Dream League Major, was like the definition of could be a fluke. 8-team tournament. Like 3 or 4 of those teams were not competitive. They went through the upper bracket, and they won the grand finals with Ace playing Lone Druid, Arc Warden, and Meepo before people realized that Ace played Lone Druid, Arc Warden.
So you think that Nisha is... I mean, you're just flat out saying it, right? Nisha is a better carry than Ace.
Oh, for sure. And Fada also, if you remember, was the first person to start abusing the whole creep pulling mechanics. That was like the development of that meta. And that's also when it was changed, because he had learned where you could put the archer so that you would aggro your archer and deny 2 of them. It was just... They were they were on top of the meta strategically by such a large amount that they looked incredible, whereas now they're just actually that good, and I think they'll be able to do so consistently.
Okay, we're coming to the end of our segment, and we're going to hand it off to Eri very shortly. But there is one final test to see who can win the Whose Dota Is It Anyway competition. Okay, the current scores are Cap has 9, Kyle is in second with 1, despite the fact that he's been up and down like a yo-yo. So actually, I've written more scores down for Kyle than I have for anyone else, but he's somehow ended up. Toby has -11.
Yep.
Oh,
Toby, you need to step it up. But here's the good news.
It's okay. Up at -20.
It's okay though. It's okay because the final round.
That's because I said the T word.
The final round is worth 25 points.
Perfect.
Okay, so
right,
individually,
that's unfair.
you're going to get 10 seconds
Valve
each.
nerfed comeback mechanisms for a reason, Paul. This isn't goddamn Mario Kart.
Hey, fuck you! I'm not Ice Frog.
Hey, Mario
It's
Kart's
25
really broken
points, right?
with that. It's so broken.
It's 25 points for me. All you got to do is for 10 seconds, right, is justify the person I'm going to give you as the greatest Dota player of all time, hands down.
Is it a
you
different
can't
person?
you can't be bad at it. You have to justify it to the world.
Okay.
This is the greatest person that's ever played Dota. Are you ready?
Wait, same person for all of us?
No, different person.
Okay,
different
who's
person. For you can choose who wants to go first.
Toby's first.
No.
Vote.
Fine, that's not...
What do you mean you vote? You
Oh,
just,
yeah,
like,
Toby,
you
sure.
can come with me.
Okay,
Just put it on me.
okay, Toby,
The eyes
your
have it.
player, in 10 seconds, I start the clock now, is Demon.
Bottle tie.
Well, are you already lost? You just laughed at the name. That was the first test.
There's no legitimate way that I'm saying Jimmy O is the top player in all of the world.
Okay,
Toby, I thought you were
time up, okay.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm really sorry, Jimmy.
I think
but it ain't happening.
you may have blown that, Toby. Just
Toby,
saying.
I thought you were an actor. What?
Okay.
You can't act that.
Who would like to go? Who would like to go
I'll
second?
go next.
You would like to go next. Okay, Kyle. Your 10 seconds starts now in justifying Bulba as the greatest player of all time.
Of course, he's part of the most iconic moments in Dota, the TI3 Liquid run. He's the coach of Bulba, the most well-paid and respected coach in Dota 2. A legend as a player, 4 TIs attended. Now he coaches EG. He's rising them in the ranks from 3rd to 2nd. Who knows what he could accomplish now?
That's a little
Fantastic.
unfair,
Well
right?
done. Very good. Like that.
I thought you were going to give me a hard one.
You gave Toby Jimmy, and you gave him Bulba.
Yeah, like what's
unfair.
Jimmy got? He was sponsored by Red Bull.
Whoa. He threw a lot of games.
He really did.
My point was you could make an argument. You could try and do Jimmy. It's just the fact that Bulba's like Bulba's still a coach on a top tier team. Like I feel like there's more
Jimmy's coaching
accomplishments
J-Storm.
there. Yeah,
They beat
top
EG
tier
in the last
team.
qualifier.
He's still there. Okay, Cap, are you ready for yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Your 10 seconds starts now, and you have to justify Kyle as the greatest Dota player of all time.
I mean, just look at him. I think that Kyle, the fact that he was willing to give up what was pretty much a guaranteed TI win for this year in order to come and teach the world about Dota shows that not only is he the greatest captain, but he's probably the most selfless player and possibly person that we have ever encountered in the history of humankind.
Okay, I need some adjudication from the independent production team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Cap is the winner. Cap is the winner. Well done. Cap has won.
I'm not gonna lie, Kyle. You did a really good job with Bulba.
Unfortunately, you were too far behind. You were 8 points down.
I don't know how that's
got 20.
possible.
You got 25.
How did I get only positive points in the second round and go from something to 1?
I don't know. It's peculiar. It's arbitrary and terrible.
Am I
But it really did.
am I
You got
negative 30?
-10 at some point.
What for?
Yeah. I think you lost -10 at some point. I can't remember why.
Sounds like match fixing. Don't know why you're on the panel now. Thought this was against the rules.
Thank you very much to all 3 of you. It's been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed ourselves a lot on the panel. Thank you as well for all the questions that you sent via Twitter and via Reddit. Sorry we didn't get to all of them. We hope you've enjoyed a little bit of fun here from the panel. But now, even more fun heading your way in the form of Harry Neiman.
Thank you so much, Paul. Just gonna level with you, Kato. Sometimes, you know, when you're just booting up your PC and it takes forever, seconds, you're never gonna get back. Well, the Intel SSD 5 series changes that. I'm gonna need a fan from Gambit and a fan from Secret to come on stage, please. So I need to see Gambit fans first. Gambit fans, like hardcore Gambit fans. I need to feel it. Like Gambit fans right here. I need to feel. What's that? Gambit fan, straight up, right there. Gambit fan. Let's get this guy down here, please. Come here, sir. Here we go. Gambit fan, make your way down, please. I need a hardcore secret fan, please. Hardcore secret fan. Right here. Hardcore secret fan. I need a hardcore secret fan. You're jumping up and down. That's dangerous. Come down, sir. Come here. Here you go. Come down. Okay. All right. You guys get free stuff already. You guys are great. You guys are great. So let's get these guys. We got a Gambit guy coming in. Okay. So, of course, we're heading into a grand final. We want to feel the emotions of these fans. Very heavily invested into all of this. The winner, whoever gets to show those emotions best, which you all will decide, will get this beautiful SSD5 series by Intel. So we're going to get the fans coming here. Gambit, for Gambit? That's right. Very nice. Come here, buddy. What's your name, sir?
Valentine.
What's that?
Valentine.
Valentine. Oh my God, you already won with that name. Valentine. Valentine. Is that that's your whole name?
Yep.
Man, Valentine. That's just let's see what this guy's name is. Because it's hard to compete with Valentine. Like, what's your name? Valentine. What's your name? Airy. Okay, that doesn't work. All right, Valentine. Now look at that. Let's zoom into the face of Valentine, right? Look at Valentine. My God.
You like my name?
What?
You like my name?
I am seduced by your name. Your name is very powerful. Yo, Valentine's in the house for Gambit. That's a name that's hard to compete. Sir, what is your name?
Václav.
What? Say it again, sir.
Václav.
Václav.
Yeah.
Václav. Starts with a V. Václav. Valentine. Team secret. You guys are doing well. Okay, here we go. All right. Václav, Valentine. What we're gonna do, okay, is you're a big fan of Gambit, right? You definitely want them to win. Secret fan, you want them to win. I want you to sit down here, okay? Pretending you're watching the Game 5 of the best of 5. And we are going to be announcing that your team just lost, okay? And we need the heartbreak in your face. Just the sadness and pain showing in your eyes. Everyone here is gonna decide if you have that. If Kato feels it, you will get this beautiful SSD5. Okay? So, we're gonna start it off. Okay? Who can start? Valentine, you're gonna go first. I called you first. You're gonna sit right here, okay? When I say GG, okay, and basically when you just hear the music, when your team Gambit has lost, you see the camera right there, right? Right there, you see the red lights, okay? Just there, express the emotions, okay? They lost, okay? We need to feel the pain. Any fan knows how this feels. You need to just show it and open your heart, all right? Valentine, okay. V, let's go down here, please. Okay. On my cue, all right, Valentine, the face is there. We're gonna zoom in, okay? All right, on my cue, okay, when I call, all right? Let's zoom in closer to his face, perfect, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna call, I'm gonna give you a countdown, Valentine, okay? All right, in 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, GG is called and Gambit is eliminated from ESL 1 Katowice, taking second, so close. But Gambit falls short and Secret take the finals and are now your champions. All right. Look at that. You showed a little bit of your lower back there. Okay. Valentine. Okay. Did you feel the pain of Valentine, ladies and gentlemen? You're going to decide because you're going to get this to him. Okay, Valentine, I like the way you just committed yourself to the floor. This is very dirty. That's right. And you really just swam in all that bacteria. You might get sick, but you might get an SSD. I'm not kidding. This is really clean. Okay. V, come here. Come here. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Have a seat, sir. You know what to do. Secret and Gambit are facing. It is game 5. You are invested. Okay, all right. Oh, well, don't cry yet. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, just wait for my cue, buddy. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on my count, in 3, 2, 1, and GG is called. Team Secret have been eliminated by Gambit in such a surprise when no one saw this coming. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions Gambit. Secret takes second for ESL 1 Katowice. All right. Okay. You know what, V? The way you were just shaking your head like a dolphin. I felt that. I felt that. All right? All right. But it is not for me to decide who takes this beautiful piece of equipment right here. It is the crowd to decide, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Team Secret fan. Here we go. Good applause. Or do we give it to our Gambit fan? Ladies and gentlemen, our fan Valentine takes the SSD. Congratulations, Valentine, on taking that. Look at the happiness in his face. My God, you cannot deny it. There you have it. Well done, Valentine. Good time, my friend. Okay, good luck. As you can see, we're very excited for a grand final. We have a few more things underway. We have, of course, the Hall of Fame presented by PaySafeCard, and, of course, our Gambit versus Team Secret grand final after the break. Thank you, Kato.